Hey you guys, happy Monday. I hope your weekend was great. I hope you had a great Father's Day. We really didn't do anything too special. Dad got to pick lunch, but other than that, really not much. Went back out, fireworks stand. So if you didn't see the fireworks stand setup video, it is actually on Next Gen's TikTok, which the link to that is in the description of this video, but go check it out. I did a time lapse of us setting up fireworks stand, so it's pretty cool to see. It's about 2 minutes, but super cool to see it just come together. We've never done that before, and I was like, that would be a cool video to do, so I did that. It's also on my personal Facebook page, which I could share it to the Next Gen Facebook page, but super cool video, so go check that out. So let's dive in. Today's title is Sorry Enough. Our verse comes from Lamentations. It's not a book that is used very often in here. Remember, Lord, what has happened to us. Look and see our disgrace. Our inheritance has been turned over to strangers, our homes to foreigners. It's Lamentations 5, verses 1 and 2. It says, your mom comes around the corner and catches you throwing rocks at the dog next door. I'm sorry, you quickly say, hoping you won't get into too much trouble. Okay, I'm not going to throw rocks at a dog. Now, I did... when I was younger, I had a little bitty four-wheeler, like one of those little bitty, can't even think of the word, but little bitty four-wheeler, and of course, where my parents live, great big field out beside the house, and so in the summer, spring, summer, geese will come out there, right? They come out there and they lay their eggs or whatever, do their thing. I would go around on that four-wheeler and I'd go chase those geese. I thought it was hilarious to get up on them and watch them fly off. I thought it was fun. So I did do that. But I'm not going to throw rocks at a dog. Saying you're sorry is enough in some situations, but not with God. God talks a lot about repentance. It's much bigger than an apology or a confession. When the Israelites realized just how bad the consequences were for their sin and how badly they had treated God, that's when they repented. They turned away from their sin. They turned towards God. They asked Him to restore their relationship and their lives. They had missed Him, and they missed the blessed life they had. With God, save the I'm sorry. Instead, turn your heart towards Him and away from sin. Then you can have a conversation about your relationship and how to get it back on track. Okay, so the difference between saying I'm sorry and repenting, right? If you say I'm sorry, that just means you're sorry for that moment, right? Repentance is saying, God, I'm sorry, and turning away from the sin. Now, are we going to be able to do that completely? No, because we're not God, we're not perfect. But it is making a conscious effort to do better every single time. You know, I'm trying to think of a good example here. Not me, but a little kid gets pushed down. I run into a little kid by accident. I'm sorry. You know, I didn't mean to do that. I give in to sin. And I say, God, I'm sorry, help me to do better. Repentance is whenever you're making a conscious effort to say, God, I want to turn away from this. I'm sorry is just sorry for that moment, for that one thing. Repentance is saying, God, help me to do better in the future. Right? That's whenever you say, God, eliminate this sin from my life so that I can follow you more, so that I can follow you better. That's repentance. Prayer says, Lord, please help me to be so sorry for my sin that I stop. I don't want to cut myself off from your goodness. You know, whenever I'm dealing with a sin of some sort that is like continually, I'm struggling with it, a lot of times my prayer is, God, make me so uncomfortable that I don't want to do that sin anymore. Or like, God, make me sick to my stomach about that sin so that I don't want to do it. That's my prayer a lot of times, is God, put me in such an uncomfortable position when this happens that I don't want to be in that position, so therefore I don't follow through with that sin. And I've seen him do it. I've seen him make me physically sick to my stomach whenever a certain thing comes to my mind. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, God, thank you, because that kept me from that sin, you know? And that can be any sort of sin. That's just what I've found to work sometimes. So you got to find what's right for you. And if you pray and ask God, He will deliver. He will find a way to keep you from that sin if you so desire Him to do that. But it's whenever we don't truly want to get away from that sin that He's not going to intervene in that way. I think He knows our heart, and He knows if we truly want to get away from that sin. But until we are fully relying on God and content with whatever He brings our way, He's not going to intervene in that way, I don't think. Everyone have a great Monday. Have a great start to your week. And of course, go be the example.